Hi everyone. So sorry that I am late compared to the way I was going before. We had a surprise happen with chalk, so I needed to watch that. Super exciting stuff coming. That was the super awesome surprise. It will not be available until mid-June to the end of June, but super excited to get these products out there for you guys. We are starting Ink Week, which means that we are going to be doing ink projects like my shirt. Today we are going to do the Honeybee Farm Wildflower Honey on a pillow. I am getting ready to make my back patio pillows for the season. I love doing this. This is one of my favorite things to do. I literally spray it down with Scotch Guard protectant, toss them out back, and I leave them for the season. Now, if you don't have a covered patio, which I do not right now, you can take them and bring them inside, however you want to do it, if you don't want to seal them. But once they are heat set, they are ready to go into the laundry. And we're going to make also a garden flag this week. I have a garden flag sitting outside, and yes, our pennant banners make awesome garden flags. Let me quickly send this over to my VIP group. If you are not a designer and you would love to be in the VIP group, comment VIP below. I'll get you over there. Today is the 15th. I hope everyone had a great weekend. And a wonderful Mother's Day. Okay, so we are going to do the Honeybee Farm. I've been wanting to do this one for a while. So I pulled out some of my inks. I pulled them down. I have Meadow, Bumblebee, Black Velvet, and Gold, Shimmer Gold. And so let's get started. Let me move you guys down. I know that the whole project is not going to be in this, but we'll move it along so you guys can see. Obviously, you can see that I have my ink mat is inside here. You can see and hear that it's super, super sticky. This transfer is a C-size transfer. Our lumbar pillows, you'll have extra on the side, but that's fine. We also have big 17.5 by 17.5 pillows as well, pillow covers. You can always chalk on another pillow cover if you find one at like a thrift store or wherever. However you want to do it. Of course, we are going to write on the back because this is reusable 8 to 12 times. And I always do my dash marks. Now this one is a transfer that has, our watermark is still silk screen. So this one's a little bit of an older one. Our new ones that are coming out now are not like that. So if you fear, oh my goodness, I can't even speak today, that you're going to chalk on that, you can use a little bit of placement tape and you can totally, let me take that off there, cover that. I am probably going to use a little bit of placement tape just so that I know, hey, don't chalk that far over. Sometimes I get to talking and I don't pay attention. Hold on a second, guys. There's something on the pillowcase. So I'm needing to... Now you want to make sure that this is down nice and tight so it does not bleed. Best thing to do would be to take a squeegee and just go over top. I'm making sure that this is all on this ink mat so it doesn't bleed through. One of my lights is like super bright. It's this one right here. Let me move it back a little. There we go. I adjusted a bunch of stuff on my desk, so it got a little bit too far over. So I'm just going to stick this right here. Just as a reminder, don't chalk that far over. Okay, let's start with our Black Velvet, which is going to be the Honeybee Farm, the bee, and the Wildflower Honey. That is what we're going to do with Black Velvet. If I can get it open. I did stir all this up, just so you know. And when you're chalking with our ink, You always want to start just off that silk screen and pull that right down. Now, if you're fearful that you're going to get ink in a spot that you don't want it, please use the placement tape. Okay? Because that is super important. We will be also making some patriotic pillowcases because I love that, but my cadet ink had expired, so I had to order new. So that is on its way. One of the great things with our ink too, guys, is that you can do multiple colors without having to do the pull and chalk method. So you don't have to pull any of this up. You can just let it sit in there. It's not going to come up with the silk screen because our ink is semi-permanent. It is not going to dry fast enough for you to pull it up with that silk screen. I did notice I need to go get some lumbar pillows to fit into these because I thought I had some and I don't. All I've got are the ones for the 17.5 by 17.5. So being very careful right now because I don't want to get any ink where I don't want it. So just kind of working semi-slower with this, which is what you can do with our ink. So that's awesome. Now you don't want to go in multiple different directions like you do with our paste because, oh my goodness, this is like, no, I'm not going to cover that spot. It will bleed, so you want to be really careful with that. Now we're going to do Bumblebee. We're going to do fresh and local with our Bumblebee yellow. Again, getting kind of close to that sprig of like leafy sprigs there, and I don't want to get my ink where I don't want it, so I'm being very careful. Again, if you're fearful that you're going to get it over there, you totally could use placement tape. The more you do this, the easier it is. Also keep that in mind that the more you do, the better you get. So if you've never done an ink project and you're fearful to do an ink project because you're like, it's semi-permanent, what happens if I mess up? I always recommend that you start off with an ink project on one of our patches because they're small. So if you mess it up, and they come in like a 3-pack, so if you mess it up, it's a 3-pack. You can still do so much with the other parts of that. We're going to do Meadow for the sprigs. I'm using a mini squeegee for this because of how close I need to get and how I notice that the colors are going to be really close together. One great thing about a bunch of our accessories are they're so awesome like this. Now, if you feel like, oh no, I'm going to get way too close to that, I need something smaller, our multi-tool has a little mini squeegee at the bottom of it. And if you're like, oh, I need to really get in there with a detail, then you can use our detail tool. That also has got a mini squeegee on the bottom of it. I just stuck my finger in ink. But it's all good. It'll wash right off. These are so much fun. These projects are so much fun. I love creating beautiful decor within minutes, really. I mean, obviously this takes a little bit longer because it does have to sit for 24 to 48 hours before you can heat set it. Always take your ink mat out too when you're heat setting. And now we're going to do the gold for the crown. And yes, we have shimmers that are ink as well. All right. Now here comes the best part, right? The pull and reveal is the best part of this whole thing. Oh my goodness, guys. So amazing. I'm going to wash my hands real quick before I even pick this up to show it to you guys, because I don't want to get any ink where I don't want it, of course. So just hold on just a second. I'm going to lift this up, trying not to get my shirt on the pillow, of course. And there is our awesome pillow. Honeybee Farm Wildflower Honey. How cute, right? Now, if you, like I said, if you're intimidated by doing an ink project, don't freak out, guys. I was terrified. Now I love doing it, making shirts, taking and making little pieces of material that you can turn into a quilt. You can do so many things with our projects and our products that you will just love it. So don't be scared. Try it. Just give it a go. All right, guys, I will talk to you all tomorrow. Hope you have a fabulous night. See y'all later. Bye, guys.